My dad is Mexican and my mom is Black. It's something I've known about myself for all my life. Growing up, I didn't know many people in my school who were like me, but it wasn't something that ever really bothered me anyway. People were still pretty kind to me regardless, so why exactly am I talking about this anyway? Well, it's mainly because of this one question this girl I knew a while ago asked me about being mixed. She said to me, "Do you ever feel like you're more of one race than the other, or do you feel equally connected to both sides?" Or something along those lines. This was maybe 2 to 3 years ago, I think. It wasn't a rude question or anything, but it was so specific. I guess I never expected that question to be asked because I didn't really have an answer. I think I replied with, "I don't think I feel more of one side than the other, or I feel pretty balanced between both sides," and we just continued with whatever regular conversation afterwards. I think about that question and my answer sometimes, like right now. If I'm being completely honest, I think I feel a little more disconnected from the Mexican side of my identity. Now, what I'm not trying to say is that I feel disconnected from the Mexican side of my family. I'm very close and have grown up with the family members on both sides of my family, which is a lot of people. It's kind of just the culture and language that I think I feel disconnected from. My dad never taught me or my sister much about Mexican culture. I mean, he's in my life, and I am grateful for that, but he could have taught me more. My elementary school wasn't any help either. The most I knew about was Selena, Dia de los Muertos, which I don't celebrate, but instead learned about from the Book of Life, how to say, "Hi, how are you? I'm good, and you?" in Spanish. The name of some fruits in Spanish, such and such. Shorter way to put it, baby stuff. I didn't even know that Mexican people were colonized by the Spanish until my 10th grade history class, which is worse because that teacher really wasn't the best person. Maybe there's a chance if I was told a little earlier on, but I just don't remember. But my point still stands. I don't know if others would consider that embarrassing, but I sure feel like it does. Don't even get me started on the language. Like I said, I know some basic Spanish words, but I don't know how to actually speak Spanish. I can sort of understand it based on context clues, but if you ever want to have a full-on conversation with me in Spanish or want me to say something other than, "Hi, how are you?" without a translator, count me out. I barely even want to say the words that I do know in Spanish and pronounce correctly because I'm scared someone's going to judge me for it. Well, not scared, but you know what I mean. Like, sometimes I'm scared of going to ask the guy outside after school for an esquite or for raspados because I feel like I'm going to mess up and fumble on my pronunciation. I'll literally say the word over and over again in my head before I order so I don't mess up. It is disgustingly embarrassing.